We're up to Siman Mem Aleph. Siman Mem Aleph is not very practical. It's about wearing something on the head while you're wearing tefillin. So it seems there's two issues with carrying something on your head while you're wearing tefillin. Number one, if it's a very heavy item, it could damage the tefillin. But the truth is, even if it's not a heavy item, it's a bizayon. No, putting something on your head. Anything. Putting something on your head while you're wearing tefillin, not like a hat. I mean, something that shouldn't be, like a basket, like the Ethiopians, So if it's heavy, then it's a problem because it might damage the tefillin. But even if it's light, you want to put a pillow on your head. You're walking around with a pillow on your head. It's a bizayon to have something on top of the tefillin. So Shulchan Aruch says, "Hanoisei maseh al roisha." If you're carrying a burden on your head, chayletz tefillin shel roif. Take off the tefillin. Achiyaser masoi. Bafil matbachtoi. And even if it's like a scarf, but it's not the type of scarf that you would wear normally. So it's like a curtain. So it's very soft. It's not going to damage the tefillin. It's a bizayon to have something else. But something that's normal to wear on the head could go in koyeva, like a hat, a mitznefes. Mitznefes is some sort of like robe, like the Rabbi used to wear. Then mutter, then you could put that on the tefillin because that's not a bizayon and it's not going to damage it. But even if it's the type of thing that's normal to wear on your head, let's say people wear hats, but it's a very heavy hat, and it could damage the tefillin, then it's obviously something that's not really appropriate.
So it's nothing within weighing.
Mishnah Berurah says when it comes to wearing, let's say, a hat on the head, it's allowed as long as it doesn't affect the tefillin. Pirish, eina pirish at tefillin zazin mimkaim legamri. He says it doesn't mean that it'll mamish cause the tefillin to be pushed to the forehead, because that's for sure a problem. Ein munachim kivan de bezeh pshita she'aser. El rasalemish munachim mimkaim b'doichik machmas hamasoy. It means even if it's not going to damage it, like it's not going to break it, but it's going to push the tefillin beyond the limits, it should not be pushing the tefillin. The tefillin should not be pushed at all. The only time you could wear something on your head is if it's normal to have it on the head and it won't affect the space that the tefillin occupies. Okay, let's go a little weiter because it's not... let's start Membeis. Sim Membeis, the Mechaber says, Osir l'shanes tefillin shel roish la'asais shel yad. You're not allowed to take the tefillin shel roish and change them to the shel yad. Because Mailin v'koidish ve'in maridin. Says in Mishnah Berurah, afilu ein le shel yad v'yesh le bei shel roish. Even if you're doing it out of necessity, you have two shel roishes, but you have no shel yad. So you say to yourself, let me change it. No, it's aser. Says the Mechaber, afilu likach ritzua mehem. Even to take the ritzua of the shel roish and convert it to the shel yad, says the Mechaber, that is also an issue. V'litim shel yad aser. She'ein maridin b'kedusha. Chamura l'kedusha kala. V'shel roish kedusha se chamura, and the kedusha you go up in kedusha, and shel roish is considered a higher level kedusha. Sherubay shel shakai b'shem roish, because on the shel roish you have the shin and you have the dalid, so you have two of the letters of Hashem's name as opposed to the shel yad which just has the yud. So because there's more letters of Hashem's name in the shel roish is a higher level kedusha. Av shel yad the shel roish mutar l'shanas, but the opposite is allowed. You can change the ritzua from the shel yad to the shel roish. But let's say you never wore them. You bought two shel roishes in the store. Then it's not a higher level kedusha because it hasn't been worn. So you could convert it to the shel yad. Now, how do you do this? It says in Mechaber, it's the same parashiyos in the inside. The problem is, well, the inside is a little different because it's 4 klaf as opposed to 1 klaf, but that's not magid. The problem is the outside, the shel roish, has 4 boxes. The shel yad is supposed to have 1 box. So what you do is you take leather, cover the shel roish so it looks like 1 box. What we'll do is like this. We'll stop here, and next time we'll chaz over the Mishnah Berurahs and the Bir Halachas on this halacha.